Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well, and happy Diwali to all of you guys who celebrate it. My family does. So today in the morning we had a nice little prayer, then we went out for a great lunch with a bunch of family friends that was delicious, and then after that I went to the gym and had a really good workout, so I've had a pretty good day. But unfortunately it's about to get quite a lot worse, because I'm about to play in the global tournament, and I have some feelings about this one, guys. So we are back to normal mode. It's actually only 4 days long, that's kind of short. But the thing about this tournament is that we have card evolutions in here now, so you know, it's a huge change, because global tournaments for the past like 6 months or however long it has been since evolutions were introduced to the game have not had evolutions, and so it's been one of the only competitive game modes left where we're free of card evolutions. We're back to the old higher skill meta that the game had. And I even got my 2 recent really great global tourney finishes, my number 65 and number 96 top 100 finishes with the Renex Cycle. And so honestly, I'm a bit upset that they finally introduced this. Of course, it was bound to happen eventually, but honestly, I wasn't even considering making a global tournament video because of this change, like, or even maybe playing it. I don't know, like, it's just kind of sad to me. But someone in my Discord server asked when the video's coming out, so I decided, you know what, I'll just record it. But yeah, you guys know how I feel. I'm not really too happy about this introduction. Let me know what you guys think, if you'd rather have evos and global tourneys or not. I guess the good news is that you can run anything you want. Like, all evos should be unlocked for you, so that's good, even if you don't have them normally. But still, you know, the meta is going to be absolutely abhorrent, I would say. Anyways, I have selected 5 of, in my opinion, the best decks to use for the global tournament, and one common trend you will notice is that every single deck has a little print. So this card is absolutely broken, guys. I don't know what they are doing with this card, but it's absolutely just broken the entire meta, and it's just a very ridiculous card. So we are going to be running it, of course, because everyone else is, so why not? So again, I have curated 5 of, in my opinion, the best decks to use for the tournament, courtesy of RoyalAPI.com. Very happy to say I'm a Royal API partner, and so you can check out the links for all these decks in the description below if you're interested. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into the deck breakdown. So starting with Minor Poison Control for the first deck. This has been an archetype that's been consistent for years, honestly. It feels like this deck is just always consistent. And so we have Minor Poison with the Evo Knight and Little Prince. Bomb Tower is our defensive building. We have a Royal Delivery in here. This is basically like the Minor Poison or Minor Control deck that Nate plays, although we do have the Little Prince in here. I think normally he has a Dark Prince in there and maybe like a Tesla or Inferno Tower, so a little bit of a change, but honestly this deck is just very solid. And so again, every single deck in today's video will have Little Prince, guys, because it's just so broken. Like, everyone's going to be using it, so we might as well use it ourselves. And, like, there's really no reason not to use it, because you're going to be at a disadvantage if you don't. So, found our first match against Amir. With this deck, I think the way you want to play it is literally just Minor Control. You know, you chip them out. You get your minor chip here and there, and then you basically just slowly chip them out. So he is going for a really aggro Mega Knight. I'm going to let the Mega Knight jump and then go for a delivery. Look at this delivery value, guys. It's going to be absolutely insane on all the bats and the bandit. Really crazy. Mega Knight's going to be jumping. I'm going to go Skeletons to get the bandit into the middle, and unfortunately my delivery kind of died and Little Prince is basically dead. I could minor right now. I'm kind of tempted to, but since I don't know what his full deck is, I think I won't. Just because I could have protected Little Prince, of course. Would have been a nice counter push, but I just want to wait to see what he has. I think with decks like these, it doesn't really hurt to, again, just wait, like, and chill, I guess. Find out what your opponent has, you know, decide what you're going to use to counter their cards. So he has a Magic Archer. Looks like just a bridge spam deck, honestly. Might have like a Ram Rider or a Battle Ram as his win condition, and that's not really going to be too difficult to defend. I'm going to go for a Knight, the back, because I want to get back to my Evo Knight pretty quick, and I'm not going to Minor because, yeah, he has Bandit in cycle. Probably just going to go for a Bandit the back, and then a Minor would just feed into that, so I think maybe I'll try and get some minor counter pushes in this matchup. Go for my LP. Let's see if he has a Lightning or a Poison. He does have a Lightning. Gonna have to go Skeletons for that Bandit. And I'm actually gonna go for a Minor now because he did go for a Lightning, which is pretty aggro. I don't think he can Mega Knight on it right away, and if he does, you know, that's gonna be a lot of Elixir. Really bad Mega Knight as well. Look at that Skeleton, the little Larry that could 2 hits. Very nice. And now he does not have his Lightning in cycle for this offensive push. So I think I'll delivery. Yeah, he goes bats, he feeds my delivery, so, you know, I appreciate it. That's going to be a really easy defense, and I guess I'll Knight once this kind of pops, I don't want it to jump onto my tower, of course. And I believe this knight should tank for the Marcher once across the bridge. Yeah, beautiful knight by me. So that's gonna, you know, fully defend the Marcher with absolutely no tower damage taken. Really nice stuff. And I'm just gonna go for an LP down low, because honestly, not really concerned if he lightnings my little prince. Like, that's really not a concern of mine. I'm gonna start poisoning on the bandits as well. You know, being a little aggro, but you can start being pretty aggressive eventually with this deck, just because you do have like really easy defense, like really good defense. Gonna go for my Evo Knight right here. Okay, honestly, a bit of a mistake there, because I mean, it's not gonna let the Mega Knight cross the bridge. I'll log. Delivery log is really nice, guys. It does kill a Marcher, if you didn't know, so that's a nice interaction. Gonna Miner. He has a Skarmy here, so I might just poison. But Miner will get some chip. Yeah, I'll go for a poison. Honestly, I'm playing pretty aggro. Actually, no need to even poison, because I'm down Elixir, and the bomb tower is alive. So yeah, you do need someone when you're down Elixir, guys. Pretty important with this deck. You don't want to overcommit, of course. That is a free poison, if I've ever seen one, on the Inferno tower. So I'll just take that. He can lightning if he wants. I think the Knight still going to be relatively healthy. And yeah, like, this is pretty much just rinse and repeat. This deck is just very solid, you know. There's not much to talk about this deck in terms of like special strategies. Of course, there's like offensive pushes you can put together with, like, say a Knight protecting a Miner, maybe a little Prince counter pushing. That is actually just a delivery log on the Marcher. I'll just do that to take it out, honestly, because I don't want to feed that value. Then I'll go for a Miner poison to predict the Skarmy right here. Unfortunately, the Mega Knight does take my little Prince out because it was splashing everything. So I haven't really gotten to use my Little Prince ability, but honestly there's no need in this matchup, just because, like, I'm pretty much just getting it defensively. Oh my god, let's call that a prediction log on the Skarmy. That was nice. Yeah, I'm pretty much just getting it, like, defensive. Like, I'm getting defensive Little Princes, and if he lightnings them off, like, I'm really not concerned about that. Once again, this is just a delivery log. I'll Skeletons, I don't want that to hit, like, anything else, really. And he is definitely going to go for a lightning, I think, in a second here. But Evo Knight is just crazy. Like, I think this Evo Knight can 1v1 the Mega Knight for the most part. So I'll just Miner poison again into the Skarmy or Bandit or whatever he does. Or Bats even. Like, that's just going to go right into my poison. And again, since he just lightninged, I'm already back to another bomb tower. Like, this deck just cycles so fast. And as you can see, there's literally nothing my opponent can do. It looks like he doesn't even have a win con. And this is the 3-card cycle being clutch, guys. I have a 3-card cycle right now. As you can see, I'm already back to another Miner and another poison. And that is good game. So Little Prince is just so strong, again, because it's also a champion. Like, you know, it's only 3 elixir, but it's also a champion, and it's just so strong for the 3-card cycle. Like, this card's ridiculous. I didn't even need to use the ability the whole game, and the ability is what makes this card OP, in my opinion, but even then, it got a lot of value in that match, just without even needing the ability, so that just goes to show how strong this card is. Next up, we're going to be playing Golem. I honestly get a little bit nervous whenever I play Beatdown in these global tourney videos, because, you know, I'm an Xbow cycle main. I can play lots of different decks. I'm pretty versatile, but I am not, like, 100% sure about Beatdown. But this is the most recent version of Golem Pump, and so Golem Pump has been consistent in the meta for a long time. I believe this slot is normally taken by Skeleton Dragons or maybe a Baby Dragon, but we do have a Little Prince in there. This is being used quite often as per Royal API, so I think it just kind of makes sense. You know, the main fundamentals of this deck are set up elixir pumps, get an elixir advantage, and then just overwhelm them with your Golem pushes. You have the Evo Knight, which is kind of crazy because, you know, since when did Golem decks run an Evo Knight? But they do now, apparently, or run a Knight rather, but they do now because of the Evo Knight. It's like a baby Golem, like it tanks for everything. And the E-Drag is a real hidden hero of this deck, because E-Drag plus NATO is so strong on offense. You can, you know, counter Inferno Towers and stuff with that. It's also really good against Xbow, which I play Xbow, of course, so E-Drag NATO, pretty underrated. Let's see what kind of matchup we get, but I think this deck should be pretty solid and has a lot of outplay potential, considering it's a Golem deck. With this hand, I honestly kind of want to leak. I could Golem first play, but I don't think this is necessarily a Golem first play deck. I'll just match the E-Drag with my own, or match the I-Drag with my own Electro Dragon. That should pretty much beat that 1v1. And I-Drag tells me it might be, yeah, Balloon, I was about to say. So I'll Barb Barrel for that, and I'll actually just activate King off this Balloon right here. As you guys can see, this is a nice little thing you can do. You have to take one hit, but then you just get a free activation, so it's a nice little counter. And I might just Lumberjack, honestly, because I want to counter push with the E-Drag. Like, why not? I also got a nice positive elixir trade against that Balloon. So he's playing Mega Knight Balloon. E-Drag is going to get a lot of value in this matchup, I feel, because he does not exactly... Okay, he goes for Lumberjack. I'll go for my Knight and my Little Prince. I might need to go with Little Prince ability. Yeah, I think I need to, because Little Prince is... or Knight's going to die, rather. So I'll go for that. And as you guys can see, Little Prince just putting in work on defense. And now this is a pretty sizable counter push as well. He does have Inferno Dragon back, I believe. Let's see what else he has. Maybe like, okay, he goes for the I-Drag. Honestly, Guardian's going to get a lot of damage. Goes for a Night Witch. I want to pump, but I don't think I can, because he might balloon, and then I'll be in trouble. So I'll actually just go for my E-drag here. And if he goes balloon, I actually might have to defensive pump. I'm not going to lie, if he goes balloon to the left, actually might be a pretty good play on his end, but we'll see what he actually wants to do. I will bar barrel to counter push with the E-drag. I haven't really felt comfortable going for a pump yet, to be honest. Just because, I don't know, like, it's just, I feel like he's going to go in pretty soon, and it's going to be pretty precarious. I do have my Little Prince. So I have 2 air counters in this deck, of course. I have Little Prince, and I have the E-drag. There's the Mega Knight. Gonna have to go LP and Knight as well. And I'll just Knight. It goes for the freeze, very interesting freeze. I think I'll just E-drag and should not need to go for my Little Prince ability just yet. Yeah, I don't. E-drag's going to put in work, and I-drag is an okay play, I guess. I mean, the Firecracker is going to be what helps him, but I'll go for my... Okay, going to go for my Guardian ability right here. As you guys can see, it pushes the Lumberjack away, so if that Firecracker wasn't attacking, I would have gotten my Little Prince to stay alive. I actually have to NATO this balloon into my pump, I think, which isn't optimal, to be honest. And actually, I did... go for my bar barrel pretty late, so that's not great, I guess, but I'll Golem now. I think I'm up Elixir. Wait, he has his own Golem? What in the world? Okay, apparently we're in a Golem mirror match, guys. I had no idea. So I think I want a Lumberjack on defense here, and then maybe Evo Knight on offense. I think that's the move. Lumberjack on defense is pretty solid, and yeah, I knew he had an E-drag, so I of course want to go for my, or I knew he had an I-drag ready, so of course I want to go for my E-drag. I'm gonna go for my Little Prince ability. Looks like we can't really tower trade here, so Guardian and then NATO. And this is going to be a lot of damage that I take in the left, but I think I might have just gotten him in the right entirely, because look at that, Golem plus Evo Knight counter push. And I'll just pile on right now, just try and take tower pretty much. E-drag is a huge counter push as well. Yeah, that's it, good game. So I think I played that pretty well, honestly. Was not ready for him to have a Golem, I'm not going to lie. What in the world was that deck? That was kind of crazy. And honestly, that is kind of a matchup where you don't really pump, you know, because I feel like if I did just pump, you know, the one time I pumped, I actually had to NATO his balloon into my pump, which is kind of scuffed. But, like, he just has a really aggro deck, you know. He has Lumberloon with an Evo Firecracker with a Night Wish with a Mega Knight. Like, wait, is that actually his real deck? That's a crazy deck to play. No, it's not. His real deck's arguably even crazier, actually. But, like, I mean, I respect that, I guess. Like, if it works for him, like, go for it. But that is crazy. But I feel like, yeah, that was not really a matchup where you pump much. I feel like that's just kind of one where you just play normally, and just, you know, play well, play solid, and then one big Golem push can take them out. And as you guys can see, Evo Knight plus Golem is pretty good. Again, I think Evo Knight's like a baby Golem, so yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out with how to play that deck. Next up, we're talking about Splashyard. You can't really ever go a season without mentioning this deck, because Graveyard is such a consistent win con, like, all the time. I think it finished #1 in the world 2 seasons ago, Splashyard, this exact deck. Of course, Ice Wiz used to be in place Little Prince. Now we have Little Prince in here, which means Splashyard does have a champion. Costs the same exact as an Ice Wizard, and it's arguably a lot better, of course, because Little Prince is just such a good card. And then again, it does have the champion utility, which means you have the 3-card cycle. So as far as how to play this deck, there's not much to say. Just play really defensively and passively, and then once you have a good opening, just go in. Like, sometimes you even wait till triple just to go in. So yeah, if that just goes to show how to play this deck. I'd say I'm decent at this deck. I play it from time to time. It goes for a Valk, I'll just match that with my own Knight. We of course also have the Evo Knight in here. I think every single deck I'm playing today does have Evos, guys, because again, the GT does have Evos. It's kind of crazy that we actually have these now, but yeah, if everyone else is playing with them, might as well ourselves. We see a Valk and a Knight, which already tells me this is kind of a mid-ladder deck, because no one really plays both Valk and Knight. And he has a Goblin Giant. Okay, I'll just LP for the Knight. Low Tombstone, and then I think Barb Barrel to protect my Tombstone. Thankfully, Dark Prince goes in front. Yep, that's great. And I think Little Prince should help out against the Goblin Giant. Perfect. And I actually think I may be able to go in, because that was so aggro by him. I'll actually just go for my ability and Graveyard. Why not? Honestly, why not? So I'll go ability and Graveyard. As you guys can see, ability comes in clutch, spawns the tank for the Graveyard. He's already lost, actually. He's literally already lost. Like, my god, he goes for nice arrows, actually. It was nice of him to wait that long. Like, I can respect that, because he actually did not lose his entire tower there. If he went arrows early, might have lost his whole tower. I don't know. But the game is literally over. If I don't mess up on defense, it's over. And this is how solid Graveyard is. As you guys can see, he went for a really weird, like, random push, you know, Knight, Valk, just random Goblin Giant. But this deck can defend anything. It's just really solid, so probably one of the best defense out of any deck in Clash Royale, honestly. Pretty aggro Goblin Giant. I'll just go for my low LP. I don't know if he has, like, a spell or something, but I don't believe I need to go for my LP ability still here. I think just the LP by himself should be solid. And if he goes for his own ability, then I might be in trouble, but I should still be okay. He does go for his ability, but his LP is taken out, thankfully. I'll try and activate King off this. Let's see if I can. Okay, no, I sadly messed that up, so that's my bad, guys. I guess there's a way you could, or maybe it depends on where they spawn it. But either way, I'll just go from even at the back. There's still no real reason to be aggro right now. Like, the game is literally over. It's just one more graveyard poison push, and he's done. So I just really have to just chill for a while. I believe he has his own Evo Knight in this deck. I think he's back to it now, so might be going for that soon. But still. And he hasn't actually revealed any, like, spells, you know? So I don't really know, like, what he's... Yeah, I mean, except for arrows, I guess, but like big spells, hasn't really revealed any. That's a free poison on the LP. By the way, guys, Little Prince does not die to Fireball, but it does die to poison, so pretty nice. Benefit of running a poison in your deck is that you can just kill a Little Prince with your poison, as you guys can see. Pretty nice stuff there. And I honestly could just spell cycle him out, but again, it's just one graveyard poison to win it. I'll go for my LP off in the corner. You want to separate all your troops, of course, to prevent them from getting too much spell value. And this is 100% a graveyard counter push, and there's no way he is stopping this. Like, absolutely no way. Knight, Little Prince, Baby Dragon. Like, he's done. I'll go ability just to add insult to injury here. But yeah, good game. This deck, honestly, just does well against any deck, I would say. Bad matchups for Splashyard would usually be, I guess, like Graveyard Freeze. Mostly decks with Inferno Dragons, because those are annoying to deal with. But honestly, I think Little Prince makes that a lot better now, because it's just pretty good DPS. So we're going to lots of weird mid-ladder decks, guys, and honestly, you kind of have to get used to that early stages of the global tourney. I'm just going for 10 wins. I forgot to mention this at the start, but just like 1 win with each deck, of course. I usually do this with my global tourney videos, I guess, but yeah. This, like, Splashyard, you want to pick decks like these, you know, Splashyard, this deck, like, they can just do well against literally any deck in the meta, I'd say, or any mid-ladder deck. Like, they just have the structure to do well against literally any deck, so that's kind of what you look for in a deck when you're playing the global tournament, I guess. Golem Pump, I think, is also a very solid deck overall. I don't think it's as solid as these two in terms of beating mid-ladder decks, but still very solid, of course. Next up, we have this deck, Royal Hogs Earthquake, and I wanted to include Hog EQ in here, so the best Hog EQ player in the world, Ian. I took a look at his Royal API, and he was actually playing this deck, Royal Hogs EQ, instead, and so I will be playing this as well. One thing about the global tourney, guys, is that we actually don't have the Evo Archers. Evo Archers are so fun, I love them, they're my new favorite card in the game, probably, but they're not available in the global tourney for some reason, so this deck normally does run the Evo Archers, but here we are just running the Evo Skeletons instead. You know, this is Pig's EQ with the delivery and the bomb tower. We have the Little Prince in here instead of the Archer Queen, and Bomb Tower can be a cannon, can be a Tesla. Honestly, you can run whatever you want, but Ian was running this, so I'm just going to run with what Ian runs, of course. Evo Scalers are actually really solid. Like, they're pretty underrated, I'd say, and they do pretty well, so this deck can be pretty fun. As for how to play it, it's just a pretty standard cycle deck. You know, your main win con is Royal Hogs, but you also have the EQ, and with the 3-card cycle offered by the Little Prince, you can go for some EQ cycles if you need. Like, you can spell cycle for sure. You have very solid defense. You don't really have a mini tank, that's the one downside of this deck, but you do have a delivery and a bomb tower for solid defense, and of course you do have the Guardian ability of Little Prince, Royal Rescue, or Guardian spawn by the ability rather, and so you can still get something done in terms of an ability, I guess, because Archer Queen, which is what the deck used to run, of course there's like no tanking opportunity at all over there, but with the Guardian ability, I guess you do have a tank to some extent. So find our match against Narsvi, not sure why he's crying, but he has a well played. I'll just say thanks, I guess. He's probably talking about my badges, I suppose. I'll go for my delivery on the Night Witch, and I could just Pigs right now. I'll actually Pigs in the right. He does have to respond to this mini counter push. Goes for a bomb tower. One Pig is going to bypass that, and I don't think there's a point EQing, I guess. Like, I could have EQ'd, but I think it's okay. Eggsy is going to be a bit of a pain. So he has bomb tower, Eggsy. Honestly, really good Royal Hogs counters off the bat, so that's not really what I want to see. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm actually going to go for my Royal Rescue ability here, just because the Eggsy and the Lumberjack, I want to keep my Little Prince alive, and I think that was worth going for. I could have knock on for the ability, but Little Prince might have died. Oh, he has a Monk. Okay, interesting. What is he playing? Probably going to Monk ability. Little Prince is going to kill itself, unfortunately, because Monk does very well at countering the Little Prince. That's just one unfortunate thing here. I'm not really sure what he has. But I'm going to do the same thing, you know, actually never mind, I don't really have that counter push. I'll go in the left anyways, he might go for something in the back and the right. Have outcycled his bomb tower here though, yep, goes for the Night Witch, he's back, okay. Again, I won't EQ right here just because I don't think there's too much of a point. I could, but I'll just Little Prince on defense, and I'm just trying to feel out what my opponent has. It feels like a beatdown deck, I guess, like, okay, Poison, interesting. graveyard maybe, but he has a monk, so I'm not sure. I do have my Evo Skellies though, so I have that already activated, and they are really solid, so I might just go in pretty soon with those. If he goes for like an Eggsy or something, I'll split them in the back. Let's see if he goes Eggsy in one lane or something. But I've definitely outcycled his bomb tower, so I'm going to go in again here. There's the Eggsy. I guess the Evo Skellies are kind of useless in that instance, guys, because sadly, like, they're not going to do anything in the left, of course, and then in the right, yeah, they're just going to die. That's fine. I'll just Bomb Tower. I don't want to preemptively Little Prince, I guess. I think Bomb Tower should be fine. Have not seen a win con out of my opponent here yet, so I don't think it's too risky to go for that. And I still don't really want to cycle my Little Prince in case I need it on defense. I will go Pigs, and I'll pre-EQ the Bomb Tower, because he's back to Bomb Tower now. Nice pre-EQ. Should be some chip, I think. He does get the poison off, and Monk is actually getting kited to the other lane, which is pretty clutch, guys. Pretty nice, and Fire Spirit's going to splash onto the tower if he's not ready for it, and he was not, so that's really nice as well. I'll go for my Bomb Tower again. Oh, he's playing RG, okay. Monk ability should come down here, and that's going to be pretty annoying. It's going to deflect the Bomb Tower onto itself. I'll go for my LP, and I'll go for my Rail Rescue as well. Rail Rescue does very well against Royal Giant. Oh, okay, that's actually my bad, because I forgot that it spawns like in a line where the Little Prince is, so that Guardian actually spawned like nowhere relevant that it needed to spawn. It spawned right in the middle of nowhere, but that's not really a big deal. I'll go for my pre-bomb tower. I have my Evo Skellies as well. Delivery should clean this up if he counter pushes with it, which he does not. And I'll just EQ cycle again. This deck can just resort to EQ cycle when you need it. I think Delivery is going to clean all of this up beautifully. Oh, Lumberjack is bypassing. Going to have to go for my Evo Skellies real quick. Oh god, Lumberjack, please don't. Oh my god, wait. What? Did I just lose? Oh my god, guys, no. Okay, I messed up. That's on me. That really sucks because that Lumberjack lost me the game. I guess I should have gone Evo Skellies earlier. Like, that's really on me. That sucks, man, because I really should not have lost that. I was playing well the whole time, and I was doing well. Like, and that's not even a bad matchup, I think, because obviously Monk does well against Little Prince and Bomb Tower, but it was just that one Lumberjack. I should have gone Evo Skellies early. Should just protected it and controlled it better. So that's on me. I'll take responsibility for that loss. That sucks, but you know, it does happen. Losses happen. Just got to move on, I guess. Give my opponent the good luck. Let's go on. We actually haven't gone against many other Little Prince decks, I don't think. I think maybe like one so far or something. I'll just go for my Pigs. He goes for a Hog himself, so it looks like maybe Hog EQ. Oh my god, my Pigs pushed that off the Hog. Are you serious? So this just looks like terrible luck for me already, guys. Like, what is going on? I've already... the Hog has bypassed my Bomb Tower. Is the Mega Knight really... Oh my god, this is actually really tilting, guys. Am I not going to get I am going to get an activation, but I think I already lost. Oh my god, this is really sad. Like, this is really, really sad. Unless... well, he's playing like a mid-ladder Hog deck, I guess. He has like Mega Knight. Might not have an EQ or something. Might not have a big spell. That could be all I can really ask for, I guess. I don't want to Rail Rescue here because I need to have enough for a Bomb Tower when he goes Hog. Man, that is so frustrating. He goes E-Wiz early anyways, so it's fine. I'll Skellies. And shouldn't be any E-Wiz hits. Man, this sucks. He has Mega Knight, so Mega Knight's obviously a really good counter to the Pigs. I'll just Pigs opposite. I don't think he's back to Mega Knight at least, so that's one saving grace, and I'll hover my... okay, I'll EQ that. I was going to say I'll hover my Bomb Tower for his Hog. Might go ability. Probably won't, though. Yeah, he won't. And this is going to be a counter push and a half, because he can, like... okay, I think I can Delivery and then have enough for a Bomb Tower in time for the left. So I'll just Delivery early to kill that Little Prince before he can ever go ability. And does he have a spell? Does he have an EQ? Does he have a Lightning? What does he have? Okay. He has the Evo Firecracker. That's a pain, because that's going to be problematic. I'll Fire Spirit early to force something out. Don't think I have to respond to the Firecracker, because it's going to get attacked by the Bomb Tower. Yep, nice. And Fire Spirit gets some nice chip. I have my Evo Skellies, but my god, that early Hog just really tilted me. I'll go for my Evo Skellies, and I guess I'll split Pigs. I'll go like 3 in the right, 1 in the left, you know, because I want the Evo Skellies to do something as well. I think this is a nice play. Yeah, he has to go Mega Knight in the middle, and as a result, or has to go Mega Knight on the left, rather, and as a result, okay, bad Little Prince timing by me, my bad. Does he have a spell, though, for the Little Prince? I don't think so, so that's going to full counter. And... not looking too bad. Evo Firecrackers here, though. Oh my god, that's gonna do so much damage to my tower. Oh my god. I think I lost, guys. No way. I'll Delivery for that nonetheless. I'll go for my Pigs as well. But yeah, he has a cannon. I mean, this is... there's a chance I take this to a tower trade situation, but this is just really depressing, honestly. Just like right after that tilting loss, like just how this game started with my Pigs pushing that Hog out, and he has arrows. Okay, so that's not going to do enough. I could maybe make something happen. I'll go for my Pigs, I'll protect my little prince. He's gonna Mega Knight. I have to get back to pigs before he gets back to arrows, I think. Unless he goes Mega Knight. Can Fire Spirit connect? Wait. Wait, he just has to go arrows, but I just have to go pigs. I think he's back to arrows though, guys, so... Oh my god, okay. This is really sad, honestly. I think I'm not going to cut the video, because honestly, like, this is 2 losses in a row is just really embarrassing, but I already started, I'm just going to finish what I started, so I'll just keep going, but that is just so unlucky, guys. That hog getting pushed by the pigs just lost me the game, honestly, because I was down so much, and then the Evo Firecracker, like... I really should not have lost. That's not like a great matchup, I guess, because he has Ghost, he has Mega Knight, but he should never really break through me either, so honestly, that's just really frustrating to lose. I promise this deck isn't that bad, guys. The one against... You do have to play really well, but the one against the Lumberjack deck, like, that was just on me for ignoring the Lumberjack, and then just now, that was just annoying. Goes for an early Lightning. That's a really negative elixir trade, so I'll go Pigs right away. What does he have now? Does he have a NATO, or... Okay, late Dark Prince, huh. I'll go Bomb Tower. And that should defend both. I don't know if he has a win con, of course, so this could be an aggressive or risky bomb tower. But also go for it, because I do have my little prince back in cycle already. I'll let the bomb tower go as well. I think I can be fine with that, because that should be fully defending the Dark Prince. Yeah, bomb tower is still a very solid card. You know, it got nerfed a while ago, but it's still very solid again. And he's playing Goblin Giant. Okay, Goblin Giant Lightning. I'll go for my early LP again. And LP is very solid. I could go in right now, pressure while defending. Oh, yeah, he's going to go in himself, so don't really think that's worth it. I'll go ability early, hopefully protect the little prince, and it's going to start going to work on the Goblin Giant. I'll go pigs now, because he does have to respond to those, and then I can just delivery the Sparky, most likely. Yeah, he goes for the Knight. Once the Sparky blasts the little prince, I'll just go for my delivery, and that's already good game at this point. Like, he has his own LP, but that's not really a problem either. I'll go... Evo Skellies. He's probably going to ability, but I think they'll kill it before he can even ability in time. Yeah, Evo Skellies are nuts, and I think that might actually counter push, although King Activation is going to help him out for sure. He has to go arrows anyways, or he didn't have to, but he wanted to be safe, I suppose. And yeah, this game is pretty much over. Little Prince is really good against Lightning, because it's only 3 elixir. If they Lightning Little Prince, like, you don't really care about that. You literally just get back to another one super easily. I'll pre-bomb tower here. Don't think there's much of another play. He has a Lightning, so pre-buildings against Lightning decks are usually pretty good anyways. I don't think there's much of a point going in for my pigs, because, yeah, I don't want to feed him value, so I'll just, like, play like this. Or I might as well pigs the king, because I don't really... Like, I can't just feed him an infinite value Lightning. There's the Lightning right there. Back to my new bomb tower, though, for the Goblin Giant. And pigs are actually doing some decent work on the king. I think he's getting back to Goblin Giant pretty soon, though, so that's a bit problematic. Sparky's going to get another shot wasted on the delivery, so that's good. I'll go ability right here to push this back, and as you guys can see, it does retarget as well. I'll bomb tower here. Bomb tower should full defend the Evo Knight, and then I'll delivery if he's back to another Goblin Giant. I can probably just get back to another bomb tower. Yeah, I'm already back to another one, so that's a good game at that point. And that is how you're supposed to play this deck, guys. My apologies for the first 2 losses. That was pretty sad. And honestly, I feel pretty bad about that, because I was off to a good start in the GT. You know, just one very unfortunate Lumberjack loss, and then just one really tilting Hog start against, like, MK Hog. And that's, like, a true mid-ladder deck. I'm glad we finally beat another meta deck, though. I heard someone saying this is going to be the most broken deck in the GT, this Goblin Giant Sparky deck. But, you know, with decks like these going around, I think this deck counters the other one pretty well. I mean, he probably could have defended better, but I just have, like, perfect defense. Like, delivery's so good against Sparky. Little Prince is so good against Sparky as well. This one had a lot of splash, to be fair. He also had a cannon for cheap defense, but he had Ghost, Mega Knight, Firecracker. Just kind of a pain, and this one was just sad, honestly. But we move on, guys. Last deck of the video is going to be Xbow Cycle 3.0. This is the first time I'm not playing normal 3.0 Xbow Cycle, though. I am actually playing with the Little Prince, because, again, everyone is using it, and I think this might be the best Xbow deck this meta. Or Evo Archers, because Evo Archers are great as well. Unfortunately, though, we don't have Evo Archers in the GT. If you guys watch my channel, you know I give tips on Xbow all the time. I guess for people who don't usually play it, if you want to try it out, just some tips. You don't really want to spam Xbows. Xbow Cycle is about finding out your opponent's counters and either outcycling them, or going in and punishing and then defending well, like defending while you're low on elixir. For example, against Golem in the back, you go in, you got a perfect defense, you tower trade, and you succeed. But you have to have really good defensive skills to play this deck. We have the Little Prince, which is going to bolster the defense a lot, of course. We have the Evil Knight as well, which is going to be really solid. So overall, I think this deck is going to be pretty okay. It's probably going to be my main deck I play in the GT. Or maybe I'll try one of the other ones for fun, because honestly this GT is just not going to be that fun in my opinion, just because of the Little Prince and everything. That's a free Fireball on the Firecracker. I'll just take that right away. Firecracker tells me a little bit. It could be Hoggy Q with Firecracker. Furnace, okay, it's just going to be spawners, I guess. I'll go for my Tesla as late as possible. Furnace has like 5 seconds more lifetime than Tesla, I think, but because I went for my Tesla pretty late, I think it should full counter that Furnace. Little Prince, no surprise there. I'll go for my own to match. And I really don't know what he has. Furnace, Firecracker, Little Prince. This looks like his own deck, like a mid-ladder type deck. But of course, as I said, we should expect to face Little Prince pretty much every game. I'll go for my Log. He might go ability here, which isn't going to be a big deal, actually. Goes for the Mega Knight. I'm actually going to go ability myself now. I was hesitant to, but now I think it's very valuable because, yeah, it's going to help protect the Little Prince against the MK, and I think it should take the Witch out as well. I'm actually going to Xbow because I have the Little Prince counter pushing. I think there's no harm, right? Like, what does he have for this? Oh, if I went Skeletons there, I might have won the game because I could have, you know, protected it, but still think it's fine. I'll still go Skeletons and Ice Spirit just to protect the Little Prince now. He has to have to respond to this, goes for the Firecracker. Little Prince still going to get some nice value, though. Really nice value. And I don't want to waste a Knight, to be honest. He has like a Mega Knight. I don't want to waste a Knight, so I'll just Log. I know I'm missing out on the King Tower activation, which is... Oh, wow, if I got it, I would have won the game because he's playing Graveyard, I guess. But if he has Freeze, I'll have to Fireball here. That's the only play. Let's see, was that just a really weird random Graveyard? I think it was just a really weird random Graveyard, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what that was, guys. Nor do I know why he's playing Graveyard with a Firecracker. Like, why are you playing Firecracker in a Graveyard deck? That's a free King Tower activation. I don't know what this guy's doing. But a Little Prince to back. Yeah, he had a Mega Knight, so I didn't really want to, like, Knight earlier. And Little Prince should full defend a Mega Knight, I think. Like, I'll Ice Spirit, I'll Ability, and that should be fully defended. And then I think I can go in, honestly, because I have a Guardian, I have my own little mini Knight here, I have a Little Prince, I can Fireball the Witch, I can Skeletons for the Eye Drag, and Xbows on Tower, so that is essentially good game. I'll actually try and get the second tower while I'm at it, because crowns do matter in the global tournament. If by some miracle I come back from these early 2 losses, is he going to like Mega Knight or something for the Xbow in the left, or is he just going to go in the right? Maybe he's going to like Graveyard, or maybe he gave up. I guess I would give up if I was him. Yeah, it's over. So GG's. Yeah, that was a nice game. I'm pretty good at this deck, and also my opponent didn't really know what he was doing, to be honest. Like, don't really know what that deck was either. I think it's a pretty poorly constructed deck. Just because, like, why do you have Firecracker in a Graveyard deck and also, like, Furnace, Mega Knight? Like, it's just really random. But I can't complain, I guess, like, a stress-free game to end the video off. But yeah, it is unfortunate, guys. We got the early 2 losses. Again, that deck is a bit risky because, again, you don't have many tanks. You know, if I had, like, a Knight against the Mega Knight or the Royal Ghost, or if I had even, like, a Knight against RG would have been helpful. But honestly, still kind of my excuse. Let's just take a look again at that RG loss, because I was really winning the whole game, and it was just this one unfortunate ending that cost it, because I was literally up a lot. I outcycled the bomb tower, you know, I punished, and this push was fine. Honestly, this push was fine. That was a weird Guardian ability, though. I guess if you want to line up your Little Prince, like, play it over here, and the Guardian will spawn everything. Like, I'm just used to, you know, separating stuff out, but here I think is where it went really terribly wrong. That Lumberjack, is that the one that ended my entire career? So I go delivery here, and I just delivered late, I guess. Like, yeah, I delivered late. Evo Skellies were nice, but they just died too fast, and the Lumberjack was tanked for by the Monk, and Monk is just so high HP. It just, yeah, honestly. So the play was delivery early, and if I still delivered like I did, I should have gone Evo Skellies over here where my finger is. I would have cut it up into the delivery, would have been totally fine. That's on me though, guys. That's unfortunate. And this one, honestly, was really unlucky. Just my pigs pushed the hog. I mean, the play was obviously to bomb tower like 1 tile over, but I could not have really known that, like, that would happen. You know, that's just really unlucky interaction. Like, that's just really unfortunate. There's nothing else to describe that. And also the fact that he has a Mega Knight for my pigs, like, that's just really unfortunate. Again, because okay, this is also on me, I guess, because I thought this bomb tower was going to tank and kite the Mega Knight. I guess it didn't. I should have gone delivery here. That's on me. But again, it's just unfortunate. Like, it's just unfortunate, you know, because these things, they happen. They're unlucky, but they do happen. And, like, yeah. Anyways, though, that's still, you know, 5 solid decks, guys. Don't get discouraged by my losses. I think this deck is totally great. You just have to play well. And the other ones are great as well. You know, Splashyard, Golem, and especially this minor one. I think we'll see that everywhere. So We were able to get 10 wins now, pretty good in the global tourney. I can't guarantee, guys, that I'll do another global tourney video, honestly, because this global tourney is going to be a real disaster. Let's see if anyone's playing in the top 50. No one is, but it's going to be all these crazy, like, little prince decks, and it's just not going to be fun, honestly. So, yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate global tourney, but it is what it is. I still wanted to cover it, I guess, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Again, all deck links will be in the description below if you'd like to check them out and play them yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.